In today's video, I will be taking over Liverpool. They are one of the best teams in the Premier League who are struggling massively. Last season, they have finished 5th in the table, dropping in the Europa League for the first time in 8 years. With this, some of the players got frustrated. Even our best player Mohamed Salah requested a move away from the club as he don't want to play in the Europa League. If any offer come for him from the Champions League team, we have to accept it. So this is the team that we have to work with, and all I can say is that this team is not the problem. The problem lies within the tactics. So as you guys know, Liverpool plays on a high line, which results in conceding a lot of goals when they play against a team who uses counter-attack. So first thing first, we need to create a team B for the team who plays such type of football. The formation remains the same, only the tactics are going to get changed. Here we are going to use wing play while decreasing the high line. And for this, build-up play will be long ball while chance creation will be direct passing. With all these things done, let's talk about the team. This is the team that we have to work with. The problem I see in this team is at the right back spot. Arnold is one of the best in the business, but when it comes to defending, he lacks in that area. And on the other hand, we need a defensive midfielder as well. After the departure of Fabinho, Liverpool have signed Endo, and I am not really sure he can do the job for us. But I have an idea. Why not convert Arnold into a defensive midfielder? And it will take only 4 weeks, and this is the best option for the team. With Arnold playing in the CDM role, he's already upgraded by +1, and he will be joined by our new signing McAllister and Dominic S. And to be honest, I can't really pronounce his name. On the striking position, I have decided to go with Darwin Núñez, while Gakpo and Jota will provide the substitute role, as they can play on the wing as well. So Salah and Diaz will get some support. So the only thing we have to do is to sign a perfect right back for the team. Well, before that, we have just received an offer from Mohamed Salah, and it is from Newcastle United, who are in the Champions League this season, and they are willing to offer nearly 65 million plus Joe Linton. And to be honest, I'm not really interested in the player. So there you have it. We have sold Mohamed Salah to Newcastle United for a fee of 100 million, who are in the Champions League, and that's what Mohamed Salah wanted in his career. Finding his replacement is not going to be difficult. As far as I know, last week we met with Erik ten Hag, who was not happy with one of his players and wanted to sell him as soon as possible. And when I finally got to meet the player, it was Jadon Sancho, who clearly don't want to work with Erik and wanted to show him who is the real boss. So finally, our first signing, it is Jadon Sancho from Manchester United for a fee of 60 million. With Sancho finally here in the team, we need to convert him into a right winger. With all these things done, we still need a right back for the team. And I know a player who is keen to join in Premier League, and Arsenal have been scouting him for months. It is none other than Riddle Baku from Wolfsburg. And signing him was not that difficult. It only took 30 million to seal the deal. With Baku finally here, I think the team is ready to compete this season. And can you believe it? Our first match is up against Chelsea at the Stamford Bridge away from home, and this will be the team that they are going to use against us. And on the other hand, I have decided to go with team A against this Chelsea team. Jadon Sancho with his first touch on the ball against Chilwell, giving away the ball so cheaply, and now Jackson is through for Chelsea. Van Dijk trying his best to control him, and now he went for the shoot, and Alisson unable to save. It is 1-0 in the opening 10 minutes. Well, I have to say it is very difficult to control this Chelsea team. Tackled by Konate, giving away space to Mudryk. He's on the right left wing, finds someone. It's Jackson again for Chelsea, makes it 2-0. Now Granrock is through, passed by Sancho, try to shoot against Chelsea. It is 2-1, and we are back in the game. There's still some hope left in this match. He is through once again. Alisson needs to do something. Saves by Alisson. He was one-on-one against Jackson there. And now Chelsea once again. Nkunku finds Enzo in the middle. He is looking for options. Finds back Caicedo, and Nkunku once again for Chelsea. What a trick by Nkunku. And now something needs to be done. It's going to what a tackle by Konate there, and again it's a shoot. It went in, this time from former Liverpool player. It is Sterling for them. It is 3-1, and we are losing and needs to do something. So it is full time. We have lost the game 4-2 against Chelsea at the Stamford Bridge, and with this performance you can understand why Liverpool have finished 5th in the table and are struggling in the Premier League. So the match against Chelsea was a reality check that even they are playing better than us, and we need to bring this team together as soon as possible, because from November onwards we are going to play Manchester City. After that we will take on Manchester United and Arsenal, back to back big Premier League games, and in order to qualify for the Champions League next season, we have to do something to increase the performance of the player. These are the coaches that I've hired for the team. On the other hand, we have some good news. Thiago has returned from his injury and is ready to play for the team. So after making all those changes, we started to win games and are back in the Premier League. Currently sitting at the second spot, 9 points behind Arsenal, who we are going to face at Anfield. And if we manage to beat them here, there is a chance that we can win the Premier League this season. Here we have Jesus in our D looking for option shoots, and he scores in the opening 5 minutes, and this is not the start we had in mind. Nunez in the middle shoots, and it is 1-1. We are back in the game. Dominic looking for the run-out. Darwin finds him, shoots once again, beats Ramsdale. It is 2-1 in just 3 minutes. We have scored 2 times. So we have managed to defeat Arsenal 3-1, but we are still 6 points behind them in the league. So it's just the start of the January transfer window. Manchester United has triggered the release clause for Thiago, and he's going to join them for a fee of 44 million. And for his replacement, I think I know a player who to sign. It is the Lisman from Aston Villa for a fee of 50 million. After playing back-to-back games, we are down to the last match in the Premier League, which is against Wolverhampton, who are fighting a relegation battle. And for us, if we lose this game, we might not be able to play the Champions League next season. A match where a lot of things are at stake. We have to win it. At the 21st minute, Sancho opens the score line to make it 1-0. But Wolverhampton are not stepping down. They scored the goal at the half-time to make it 1-1. Darwin Nunez was struggling against Wolverhampton defense, so I decided to replace him with Gakpo. The game was about to end with scoreline level, but Gakpo had other ideas, who rises to the occasion and scored the goal at the 92nd minute to make it 2-1. With this, we finished second in the table, while Arsenal are crowned the champions of England. On the other hand, Manchester City and Chelsea have been dropped to the Europa League, while United are going to play the Conference League. Teams like Luton Town, Wolverhampton and Sheffield United have been relegated to the Championship. On the other hand, if we talk about the Carabao Cup, somehow we managed to reach the final against Arsenal. Our players were struggling against their pressing. It was difficult to play the ball on the snowing surface, but a counter-attack led by Robertson finds Talisman in the box, who made it 1-0 for us. At the 90th minute, Alisson made a save of his life, and we were managed to lift our first trophy by defeating Arsenal 1-0. In the FA Cup round of 3, Millwall defeated us 3-2 on penalties, and that was not the ideal start in the FA Cup we wanted. If you talk about the Champions League, no, we are not in the Champions League this season. In the group stage, somehow we have managed to survive the group, while in the round of 16, we faced Villarreal and managed to defeat them 4-1 on aggregate. We managed to reach the quarterfinals, where we are going to face Roma FC, who were winning 3-2 after the first leg, and we have to win the second leg against them with 2 goals margin in order to reach the semi-final. Harvey Elliott scoring at the 11th minute gave us the confidence that the game is not over yet. At the 21st minute, Elliott finds Gakpo, who is not going to miss from that distance, and make it 2-0. And finally, we have managed to win the game 4-0 away from home and are through to the semi-finals. In the semi-final, the opponent we were not hoping for, it was star-studded PSG, which has Dembele, Mbappe and even Cruz. But we all know when we play at Anfield, it doesn't matter who we are going to face. Out of nowhere, Darwin Nunez scores a hat-trick against PSG to destroy them, and we are through to the finals against Bayern Leverkusen. But we have a problem. We will be without Sancho and Van Dijk due to fitness issues, and they have signed Gerard Moreno from Villarreal, and this final determines a lot of things. If we fail to win the Europa League, we might get sacked. Gakpo on the ball looking for someone, finds Arnold from distance, try to shoot, but it was off target. Jota to make a run. Jota finds someone in the middle, is given back, try to shoot, and it went in. It's 1-0 in the opening 10 minutes. At the 25th minute, we received a free kick at a dangerous position, but the free kick from Arnold hit the post. Moreno tried everything to score the goal against us, but Alisson stood still, and now Leverkusen made a mistake in their defense. We have ball, and now it's Arnold with a strike, but somehow keeper saves it. Let's see what we can do with this corner, and it was off target from Matip. At the 70th minute, Gakpo was through shoots, and it was blocked. Now Diaz got the ball and he missed the clear opportunity. We were about to win, and again Leverkusen made a mistake, but Luis Diaz this time shoot but hit the pole after stucking the keeper. Diogo Jota, probably the last hit of the game. Find Gernberg, find someone, find Diaz. This time he tried to shoot and it went in. It's 2-0, and surely we are going to win the Europa League with Liverpool. So finally we have secured the second trophy. We have won the Europa League with Liverpool. 7 years ago, Klopp lost the Europa League final with Liverpool, but this time he had made sure that he will win it. While on the other hand, Manchester United has finally managed to win the Champions League. So that means we are going to face them in the start of the second season in the UEFA Super Cup. Our top scorer for this season is Luis Diaz. He has managed to score 21 goals, 6 assists in 52 games. While on the the other hand, what a season for Gakpo. 20 goals scored, just 1 goal less than Luis Diaz while providing 3 assists in just 42 games. On the other hand, one of the best players in the team, Darwin Núñez, has scored 19 goals, 2 assists in just 28 games, nearly half of what Luis Diaz has played. While our new signing Jadon Sancho has a season to remember. He has scored 18 goals, 10 assists in 51 games. In this season, we have joint top assisters. One is Alexander Arnold. He has scored 8 goals while providing 14 assists in 60 games. While the second one is our new signing Dominic S. He has scored 9 goals while providing 14 assists in 31 games, half the games played by Arnold. While Ryan Gravenberch has a season to remember. He has scored 10 goals, 8 assists in just 29 games. While Jota didn't perform as we have wanted, he has scored 7 goals and just 6 assists in 33 games. At last, Alisson has managed to keep 15 clean sheets while giving 1 assist in 59 games. This season, we have managed to do the double. We have won the Carabao Cup and Europa League with Liverpool, and next season we will be going for the Champions League and the Premier League. But we never know what is going to happen in the second season, who is going to play for us and who are the new faces that are going to arrive in the club. But we have a problem. After enjoying a successful season in Liverpool, Diogo Jota wants a move away to old lady, that is Juventus, as he thinks they are the favorite to win the Champions League this season. On the other hand, Juventus has been scouting him for months, so after a few rounds of negotiation, the deal has been done in nearly 120 million. With the departure of the star player Diogo Jota, the whole dressing room was worried about the season. Next morning, we had an uninvited guest. It is Kylian Mbappe. He wants to leave PSG, but Real Madrid don't want him now. Last season, when we knocked out PSG in the Europa League, he was really impressed with the team. Plus, he also believes in the project and wants to be a part of it this season. But in order to sign him, we need at least 285 million. Thankfully, after the departure of Diogo Jota, the club has increased the budget to 486 million. So Kylian Mbappe is finally here at Anfield, as he will be joined by Luis Diaz and Jadon Sancho, who are going to play on the wing, while Darwin Núñez and Gakpo will play the substitute role. In the middle, we have Arnold, who has increased up to 88. He will be joined by McAllister and Dominic S, and they will be supported by Gravenberch and Talisman. While this season, I will try to sell Endo as he is no longer required at the club. On the fullback position, we have Robertson and Baku, while Van Dijk will be leading the centre back position, joined by Konate, and they will be supported by Gomez. On the other hand, Matip is going to play a rotationally role in the team. Our first match will be up against the Red Devils Manchester United in the UEFA Super Cup. They have signed Ciro Immobile, plus our former player Thiago Alcantara is also here. The expectations from the French international are pretty high, and he knows it, as this first match can lead to his first trophy with the Red. In just the start of the game, Alisson made a wonderful save to deny Ciro Immobile from scoring a goal, while Sancho is trying his level best to score against his former club, but his shot is off target. At the 29th minute, Robertson was awarded a yellow card for a reckless challenge on Eriksen. At half-time, Thiago was one-on-one against Alisson, but he made a fine save to deny him. At the 67th minute, Rashford opens our defense and found Eriksen in the box, who scored the tap-in to make it 1-0. The game was about to end, but at extra time, Sancho found Mbappe, who was not going to miss from there, and we are back on level terms. At the 105 minute, Baku finds Mbappe in the box, whose header hit the post. At the 117 minute, United were awarded a penalty due to handball by Baku. Alisson jumping in the wrong direction and Bruno Fernandes making it 2-1, and surely it is game over. But at the last minute, Gakpo finds Mbappe, who made it 2-2. With the full-time whistle, it all comes down to the penalty. Penalty from Bruno Fernandes hit the pole, but the penalty from Kylian Mbappe was saved by Onana. If Alisson managed to save the penalty from Eriksen, we will be crowned the champion. Diving in the right direction but still failed to save it. Now it all lies on the shoulder of Luis Diaz, who scored in the end, and we managed to defeat United to lift the Super Cup. And I have to say, most of the credit goes to Kylian Mbappe, who scored the brace in his first match. Just when we thought everything was going right, we have a bad news. Dominic S has broken his toe in the match against United and will be out for 3 months. In his absence, Elliott will get the chance to be a part of the first team. On some other news, we have sold Endo to Newcastle United for a fee of 20 million. We have also managed to sold our young defender Van den Berg to Fulham United for a fee of 12 million. Well, Manchester United are trying their level best to get rid of Anthony. They have offered him plus 20 million in return for Cody Gakpo. And with the way Gakpo has been performing, it will be foolish to sell him. Apparently, AC Milan has met the release clause for Andy Robertson, and now it all depends on him whether he wants to stay or leave the club. And in the end, he opted to leave the club, and we will be getting 110 10 million. And for his replacement, I have a player in mind. It is Joao Cancelo. We have signed him for 81 million from Tottenham Hotspur, which is strange, and I really don't know why he is wearing this jersey. And now it is that time of the year where we are going to face Pep Guardiola's Manchester City in the Premier League, and whoever wins will sit on the top of the table. A lot of things are going to happen in a single match. It is Kylian Mbappe versus Erling Haaland, while Joao Cancelo is going to play against his former club. At the 33rd minute, Sancho opens the scoreline to make it 1-0, while after just 4 minutes, Kylian Mbappe scored from outside of the box to make it 2-0. The halftime talk from Pep Guardiola got into the heads of the City players, and it was getting very difficult to even touch the ball. At the 75th minute, Erling Haaland scores a banger to make it 2-1. At the 82nd minute, Pep Guardiola decided to bring Rodri onto the pitch, who instantly made an impact, and the score is 2-2. The game was edging towards the draw, but at the 92nd minute, Elliott rises to the occasion to make it 3-2, and we managed to defeat City in the Premier League. We are in the January transfer window. Manchester City are interested in signing Jadon Sancho, but the way he's been performing, I don't think it's a good idea to sell him to one of our rivals. Currently in the Premier League, we sit at the 3rd place, only 1 point behind Chelsea and Arsenal, while City and Newcastle United are not far away either, especially City. They are just 1 point behind us. The race to the title is pretty tight, and I'm not sure who is going to win it. On the other hand, McAllister has submitted a transfer request as he wants to join Mohamed Salah at Newcastle United, and they are willing to offer nearly 55 million for him. After few rounds of negotiation, the deal has been done in 64 million. Well, another brilliant player departs to join Newcastle United. No wonder why they are at the 5th place fighting for the Premier League title. And with the departure of McAllister, we need a new midfielder for the team. But we have a good news. Dominic has returned from his injury and is ready to deliver for the team. Well, we have received another offer, and it is for Luis Diaz from Fulham United, and they are willing to offer nearly 85 million for him. And for me, it is hard to understand how they got this much amount of money. While in the month of January, we managed to win the manager of the month. While on some other news, Real Madrid has managed to sign Gabriel Jesus from Arsenal for a fee of 70 million, and this might result in the downfall of Arsenal as the transfer window is closed and they haven't signed his replacement. Until now, we have played 26 games, but we are still sitting at the 3rd place as Arsenal are not losing at all. But we have a chance to dethrone them as we are going to face them in the Premier League, and if we manage to defeat them, we will get the upper hand to win the league. With the absence of Gabriel Jesus, Havertz is the only striker that they have. But to my notice, they have signed Alphonso Davies, and they are going to apply gegenpressing against us. All the eyes will be upon Kylian Mbappe as he will take on Alphonso Davies. But in the opening 10 minutes, Gravenberch opened the scoreline to make it 1-0, and soon after 7 minutes, Dominic scores an easy goal to make it 2-0. After conceding 2 goals, Arsenal are feeling the pressure and are not looking like a team who should be on the top of the table. And at last, the final whistle blows and we manage to defeat them 2-0 and are still 1 point behind the top, but we have 1 game in hand. After a lot of ups and downs, we are down to the last match in the Premier League, and it is up against Chelsea at Anfield, and they need to win with 3 goals margin to win the Premier League. And if we manage to defend this, we will be crowned the champions of England. At the 57th minute, Arnold got booked for a reckless challenge on Enzo. Chelsea are doing everything in their power to score, but Alisson keeps on denying them every time. At the end, the game ended with a draw, and finally we have managed to win the Premier League with Liverpool by defeating Arsenal, who are the runner-up this season. If we talk about the Carabao Cup, we have managed to reach the final against Newcastle United, where we are going to face our former players McAllister and Mohamed Salah. At the 16th minute, we were awarded a penalty, but Nick Pope denies Mbappe from the spot and the game is still 0-0. At the 40th minute, Cancelo receives a booking. At halftime, loose defending from Newcastle United gave Diaz a chance and Nick Pope made an error of it as well, and we were leading 1-0. At the 53rd minute, Isak was through and 1-on-1 against Alisson and made it 1-1. At the 106th minute, Kylian Mbappe finds Darwin Núñez in the box, who made it 2-1 for us. And now we just have to defend this lead for 15 minutes. But it was getting very difficult to hold Mohamed Salah. Somehow in the end we managed to do it and are the Carabao Cup winner this season. If we talk about the Champions League, we finished second in the table, somehow surviving the group. But in the round of 16 we faced Bayern Munich. The score was 2-2 on aggregate after the first leg, and in order to qualify for the quarterfinals we have to beat them at the Allianz Arena. From just the start of the game, it was was getting very difficult to beat Manuel Neuer. At the 38th minute, Van Dijk got sent off for this, which is not even a foul. Plus, they have got a penalty for this as well. To add to the surprising element, Alisson got invisible. Now with 10 men, we have to score 2 goals to win. Neuer was denying Mbappe again and again, but at the 73rd minute, he made sure that he scored and made it 3-3. At the 80th minute, shots from Sancho got deflected and Talisman scores a tap-in. The game was edging towards the end and Alisson decided to remain invisible, and we managed to defeat Bayern Munich 4-3 on aggregate with 10 men. In the semi-finals, we faced Barcelona, who were winning 4-1 after the first leg, and I can see the reason why, as they have signed Vlahovic and Hakimi. In order to reach the finals, we have to defeat them with 4 goals margin at Spotify Camp Nou, and we will be without Kylian Mbappe due to fitness issues, and surely this is not looking good for us. In just the opening 3 minutes, we were awarded a penalty due to handball by Koundé. Ter Stegen was beaten from the spot and the scoreline says 4-2. At the 23rd minute, Darwin Núñez scores a bicycle kick to stun the Camp Nou, and the players cannot believe it, and it is 4-3 on aggregate. Barcelona players are starting to feel the pressure as the shot from Diaz hit the post, and we were so close to score the equalizer. The shot from Jadon Sancho hit the hand of Araujo, and we were awarded a penalty once again. Darwin Núñez scores from the spot to have his first hat-trick in the Champions League. At the 59th minute, Barcelona were awarded a penalty, this time due to handball by Konate, and it is the 3rd penalty of the game, while Vlahovic has gone for the Panenka and they have got their lead back. At the 69th minute, Kylian Mbappe replaces Darwin Núñez. At the 76th minute, Kylian Mbappe finds Luis Diaz, who scores a banger to make it 5-5 on aggregate, and in the end the game went on to the penalties. The penalty from Rafinha was saved by Alisson. If Diaz scored this, we will be through to the finals, and we are through to the finals, and we have done the greatest comeback in the history of the Champions League. But before the Champions League final, we have to talk about the FA Cup. In the FA Cup, we have managed to reach the finals and it will be up against Arsenal, but we will be without Alexander-Arnold, who is suspended for the game. In just the start of the game, we received a penalty due to handball by Mancini, and Kylian Mbappe makes no mistake and made it 1-0. At the 90th minute, Saka made it 1-1 by scoring an open goal. Shot from Mbappe hit the hand of Ben White, and again we were awarded a penalty, and this time he goes for Panenka and made it 2-1. At the 64th minute, Odegaard scores a header from outside of the box and Alisson could have done better. While on the sideline, Darwin Núñez has completed his warm-up and ready to play the game. But at the 89th minute, Paulo Dybala scores a volley to make it 3-2, and surely Arsenal has won the FA Cup, as we have only 30 seconds left to score the equalizer. Kylian Mbappe made a brilliant final run but unable to pierce the Arsenal defense. With the full time, Arsenal have been crowned the FA Cup winners, but we have yet to play the Champions League finals against Atletico de Madrid. In order to win the treble this season, we have to defeat them. Atletico de Madrid was looking dangerous from the start of the game, but a cross from Baku finds Dominic S, who scored from the header from his first attempt. But soon after just 5 minutes, Griezmann scores the equalizer. At the 47th minute, Arnold got wrongly sent off for a normal tackle, and we are down to 10 men in the final. And with that, Atletico de Madrid started to dominate the game. But at the 75th minute, Kylian Mbappe scores a goal of the season to make it 2-1 with 1 man down. So with the final whistle blows, we have managed to win the Champions League with Liverpool by defeating Atletico de Madrid 2-1. Our top scorer for this season is Kylian Mbappe. He has scored 35 goals and 7 assists in 54 games. On the other hand, Darwin Núñez has a decent season. He has managed to score 14 goals, 5 assists in 29 games. While what a season for Jadon Sancho. He has managed to score 18 goals while providing 11 assists in 55 games. While Luis Diaz was definitely one of the best players in the team. He has managed to score 16 goals and 5 assists in 50 games. Our top assister for this season is Gravenberch. He has managed to assist 13 times while scoring 12 goals in 55 games. While what a season for us with Liverpool. We have managed to win the treble, and surely we have managed to make Liverpool not only better than Arsenal but the best team in the world. So that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. I will see you soon in the next video. Until then, you can watch the videos that are showing on your screen.